Hello everyone, welcome to Snacky Saturdays. I'm Karuna, I'm an advocate, and one thing I'm always struggling with is balancing so many different roles in life. And in the busy lifestyle that I have, getting to have a good healthy snack sometimes becomes very difficult. So, something I regularly munch on just to keep the low calories and ensure that I get a good amount of nutrients is dry fruit laddu. One, because it's high in nutrients, and two, because it's very easy to make. So, what I'm using today are pecan nuts, almonds, cashews, pistachio, and I'm using dates as a binding agent. So, these ingredients, as you know, are very high in nutrients, the micronutrients like calcium and magnesium, and the general benefits are they help in blood sugar control, they're rich in fiber, and pecan nuts particularly helps in cancer prevention, and almonds helps in blood sugar control, and the dates helps in brain health. So I can go on and on about the benefits of dry fruits, but let's get to making the dry fruit laddu, and here you go. Being well roasted and done. Ensure good amount of roasting so that you remove all the moisture before you make the dry fruit laddus. This will increase the shelf life of the dry fruit laddu, and since it's high in calories and nutrients, it is important that you roast them well and remove all the moisture. Otherwise, just because it is going to get spoiled, you might end up eating more, and even something good, when it is consumed in a larger quantity, can turn bad. So let's pay some good attention to the roasting. This is the only part of the process that is probably a little time consuming. Everything else gets done in a jiffy. This is the completely de-seeded dates, which I am going to pulse and grind a little bit. This is the dates which I have pulsed. So you can see the texture, something firm, not like a paste. So now I'm going to pour this into a large bowl, rather flat bottomed bowl, because we need to mix it well, and of course we are going to get our hands dirty for this. I transferred the dates from the grinder onto the bowl, and don't worry about this little bit of dates going waste. You can add some warm milk or room temperature milk into this and grind it well, and you have date milk ready. So after pulsing, this is the dates that I have. It is not a paste totally, but something more firm in texture. So you can see. So now the last stage of the process. These nuts have completely cooled down. So what I'm going to do now is grind them in batches and then add them to the dates over here. And I am going to grind the last batch into something more of a powder, so that I am going to use the powder itself in when I'm making the laddus. Just one or two pulps, and I like big chunks of almonds in my dry fruit laddu, so I'm just going to add that onto the dry fruit paste, or you could call it the ground dry fruit. Alright, and some more, the second batch, and that I'm going to save for the powder element at the end. Yes, that'll do. Yes, there you go. You want and the almonds to break down a little bit more. it to the dates there, and this powder I am definitely going to retain, and the rest of the dry fruits I have added. Now this I find to be a very important step, this powder. It becomes very helpful at the end, so I'm just going to sort of sprinkle it around and retain some of this and use it as a dusting agent onto the plate where I'm going to make the ladus, and just sort of spread it out. So the final messy process, I also need to have a spoon with me just to ensure that I keep scraping off the dates from my hand. So if you're a person who likes more dates, you want something more chewy, then you can definitely add more dates. But I like it more crunchy and less of the dates. So I have added just twice the quantity of the dates as compared to the dry fruits. And we have our dry fruit dough almost ready, right? So there you go. So now I'm just going to take a piece of it and just nicely roll it out, and there it is. I'm going to just dust it in that, right? And there you go, it's ready and it's done. So this is the dry fruit laddu. So there you go. And I love serving it with some of Snackaholics puffed wheat or methi sticks. It just goes beautifully well as an evening snack with chai or coffee. And if you want to make it interesting for children, you could dip these dry fruit ladus in a little bit of melted chocolate, dark chocolate, to keep it healthy. Or you could even coat it with some chia seeds. Dark chocolate and chia seeds are also very good for health. So I do that variation also sometimes when I'm bored of these dry fruit ladus. I hope you enjoy making them, and I really hope you continue to have the snack as your regular tea time snack. All the best.